Hey guys, Funny Guy Timmy here for another mic review. Now, I said I was going to be doing this particular mic review a long time ago, but as I listened to it, I realized that the one that I have, and this is the MXL 770, the one that I have is actually defective. I don't know if it came out of the factory that way. I got my microphone secondhand for review, and I have gotten the ability to review it, but there is a serious issue with this microphone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be quiet for a little bit so you can hear it. You hear that hum? That kind of warbling sound? There's actually a grounding issue with this microphone, and it has something to do with one of these metal shock mounts and the microphone itself. For some reason, there's some issue with wiring or something. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So what I'm doing is I'm touching the microphone and the shock mount at the same time. And so there's some kind of grounding issue. And so I can't technically do a review on this microphone because the one that I have isn't a really good representation of what this actual mic sounds like. I still wanted to kind of talk about it because people had been asking me, a couple people recently, in a couple of videos, they kept asking about the 770 and compared to the 990. And I think that the sound, the two microphones are very, very similar. They both sound really, really good. I think the difference is that the 990 is intended to be sold in a kit with the 991, which is an instrument microphone. And this one is intended to be sold by itself. Also, this microphone, the MXL 770, has switches that the 990 doesn't have. Like, for example, we have I think it's a roll-off or a high-pass filter. It cuts some of the low end off. So I'm going to flip that on just a second. For a second, I thought it was gone. Let's see if we can hear any of the that rumble. Huh. Weird. Sounds like it's gone. All right, I'm still getting some of that static, which I am feeling a little shock when I touch it, so it actually is a wiring issue. I'm going to turn the low pass or the cutoff, the low end cutoff filter back on as we continue, because actually that doesn't sound bad. Which I often don't like using one of those pads or filters because a lot of the time it'll introduce noise or it'll distort the audio, and I normally just end up preferring the microphone just on its flat, just the way it is. I think there's only like two microphones that I have that actually have like large diaphragms that actually have like switches or pads or filters, and I never use them. The other switch that it has is a 10 dB pad. It's a negative 10 dB pad. So if you were recording something that's very loud, and you couldn't set the gain on the mixer or the device low enough, you can actually hit that pad, and what it'll do is it takes 10 dB off the audio so it won't clip. So turn that on, and now I'm actually relatively quiet, actually very quiet. And that's so that if you were doing drums or, guitar and it gets really loud, it's not going to just distort the high end. Nope. There it is again. There's that rumble. So it really is kind of a bummer that I can't actually show you guys what this sounds like as the way the MXL, the company, intended it to be heard. All I have for you guys is this defective version. But ignoring the... Yeah, it's still there. ignoring the low end rumble, you know, the electrical problem that it has, it actually is a really good microphone. And this is another one of those $100 or less microphones. Actually, I found MXL has a lot of inexpensive, less than $100 microphones. They actually, you could do an entire shootout of just the MXL, you know, budget friendly or wallet friendly microphone series, because they have a lot of them. So if you were trying to find a good starting mic or a good microphone, you know, for your, you know, for your studio, and you want to start out, MXL, the company, is probably a good place to find. You have a lot of options. They have tons of microphones that are less than $100 that all sound really, really good. I mean, the MXL V67G is like $64. You know, it's under $70, and it sounds really good. I mean, yes, it does have some self noise, but it's not bad. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this microphone a little bit, comparing it to the 770. Due to the fact that mine are my 770 is broken. You know, it's really hard to say. Listening past the hum that I'm getting from this, both of the microphones sound very similar. The only difference is that the MXL 990 comes in a kit with the 991. You can find it on its own, and this one is sold by itself. This one has switches, and the 990 does not. That's really the only difference. Ultimately, they both sound really good, and they're both wallet-friendly budget microphones, and I've seen tons of people use these microphones. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick review. If I do get my hands on a non-defective 770, I will do a review on it, but this is the only one I have, and this is kind of an explanation as to why I didn't post this video earlier, is because this one's just all kinds of problems. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment down below if you'd like to see any other videos. If you have any other suggestions for reviews or anything like that, leave those down in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, wow, just smacked myself. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. And until next time, peace.